Hello, good evening, friends. And next in Python concept, I come with the concept called number. So, what is meant by number? So, number is the one type of data type. Suppose data type stores the value of the variable type, particular value type. It represents data type. So, numbers are also numeric data type of the Python. So, here these data types are immutable data type. That means immutable means suppose if you change the number of a data by particular data type, then it is allocated to the newly created object. So if you change the value of a particular data type, it automatically change the value to a newly created object. Here how can we represent the numbers? Here variable 1 is, by using this variable 1 is the one variable, I am assigning value 1 to it, and next variable 2 is the second variable, and next here I am assigning variable 10 to it. So you can, here is the assigning, that means assigning the values to variable. This is the way to assign values to variables in Python. Now here we have a keyword called delete keyword. By using delete keyword, we can delete the variable and variable values at a time. Here consider this example. Here I am deleting the whole variables, like here del is the keyword, del is the keyword, and variable 1, variable 2, variable 3, like this I am deleting the total variables at a time. Suppose if you want to delete a single variable, I can use the syntax is like this. Suppose if you want to delete the single variable 1, suppose this is delete place variable, that means the var variable will be deleted because here variable is defined as deleted. Next here by using delete keyword, I am deleting the two variables. Those are variable a and variable b. And here in Python, it supposed the in numeric data types, Python supposed the t different data types. Those are integers, float, and complex. Integers means signed integers. That means they are called signed integer. These are called ints. So they are positive or negative. Sign means they are positive or negative. So no decimal point because they are ints. So there is no decimal point in their values. So in Python 3 we have unlimited size and mark. In Python 2 we have two integer values. Those are int and long. Here in Python 3 there is no long data type in Python 3. And next we have floating data type. So what is meant by float? Float values are decimal values. So those are called floats. They represent decimal point value. Suppose if you want to delete the integer with the decimal value, you can get the fractional part. So those fractional part is often called as a decimal fraction. So we can display the float with scientific notation called capital E or small e, and we can represent those as 10 of, here consider this example, 10 of 2.5 e square e to the power of 2. Here 2.5 into 10 square is equal to 250. This is the way to represent the floating point values in Python 3. And next in complex number. So what is my complex number? Suppose we have two float values are there, a and b, and I am representing the square root of, I am finding the square root of them, and the real part of number a and imaginary part of b is the complex. These are the complex numbers. So complex numbers are not used much in program because they create some their values are big and they create some they takes large storage space. That's why they are not included in Python. They are not rarely used in Python programming language and Python 3. And here we have we can represent the hexadecimal value, and the data type is called hexadecimal value into the Python as here number is the variable. I am extending the value. Here you can observe the capital A and capital F. Those are called hexadecimal values. So those are represented as 0, X, capital A, 0, capital F. Here capital A and capital F are the hexadecimal values. And next I am printing the number onto the output screen. So according to capital A and capital values, hexadecimal value, the compiler, the Python interpreter interprets this line and prints the output on the output screen as 2575. This is called output of the floating output of the hexadecimal value onto the output screen. And next we can observe the second example for this, like this. Here 0 is the small 0 and capital 0 or 0, a small 0 and 37. These are the octa value, and next I am printing the same value according to 0 value in the hexadecimal table. The interpreter interprets the number written by the given out by the user, and next reads the code and gives output as 31. Here you can observe the different types of values. So here integer values have no floating value. That's why the integer values are no floating values. So here you can observe the 10, 100, minus 760. These are called these are called integer values. There is no fractional part in their numbers. And here in this floating point values, you can observe the floating value, that means 0, 0.0, 15.20. So fractional part, that is mean the floating point values are called floating values. And next, in complex value, we can represent those are as English letters, that means 3.14j. So last action must be the j, that is represents the complex values. So these complex values take some storage space, so those are not rarely used in Python 3 and wholeheartedly Python programming language. And here we have the number conversion. Means we can convert the one data type into the another data type, that means integer into float data type into double data type into like this matter like this. And we can in this Python 3 we have the conversions like here we can observe the type integer of x. Here x represents the integer value, that's why I am converting the variable value of x to the integer type. And the second example, long of x. Here you can observe the bold letters, that means bold letters are bold value of the long of x. Here x is the variable, I am converting the x value to a in long integer type, long data type. And next in float of x means in next line we can observe the float in a bold format, so that here variable x is in a bold format. I am converting the x value to a floating data type, that is called type conversion. And the complex of x comma y to a particular complex number using this type conversion concept in Python. So in next class we can observe what are different types of mathematical functions used by Python. Using numbers we can perform the calculations in Python programming language, and what are different types of number methods in Python. So I can discuss all these topics in my next class. So friends, please try to subscribe and like my channel and like my video, so that I can help many students in this way, in this regard, and I can explain the programs in practical way. Please free to try to subscribe my channel and like my channel, and encourage me to do more videos. And thank you one and all, and have a good day.